Well, it's a miracle. Some Central Division teams are going to the playoffs. Yeah, Central Division teams are going to the playoffs anyway. Top three get in, but it had been. It took until the third night of April for the Central Division to get a playoff spot clinched because entering today, 9 teams had clinched playoff spots, three from each of the other divisions, but the Central was still waiting. They had the division did have chances on Saturday, but they didn't come to fruition. Now, now it has. Two Central teams clinched tonight. Very interesting scenario. Let's start off with the first one, who was actually responsible for both teams actually getting in. I still say this: best goal horn in the NHL. I've said that for about over 20 years. But but yeah, congrats to the Dallas Stars. They got in. They got in with their 5-1 victory over the Nashville Predators, a Nashville Predators team who was 2 or 3 losses away from being screwed. Um, but um, but yeah, Dallas won 5-1, and that was a game that saw Jason Robertson reach 100 points with another 4-point game. But yeah, Dallas is looking to they're looking to improve from last year. This is their fourth playoff appearance in 5 years, and of course, in that cluster was the cup final appearance in the bubble. And we all know how Dallas' season ended. Jake Ottinger stood on his head, stopped 64 shots, but he got no support. And Johnny Gaudreau got the puck, shot it in, and that was it. It's kind of a trend because this happened with Ben Bishop 4 years prior. So, so yeah, but Dallas is in, and they've improved from last season. Now they're in this. They're part of this 3-team log jam in the Central Division. And but what needs to happen is they need that scoring needs to show up in the playoffs. It didn't show up in the playoffs. They can't just rely on Ottinger and to a slightly small extent Robertson. The others have to show up. Hintz has to show up. Pavelski, Sagan, Ben, Heiskanen. They got to be there. Because if not, it's gonna be another first round exit. And I said Dallas got themselves and another Central Division team in, and this team should really thank Dallas. The Minnesota Wild. You know, I'm still baffled at how they're doing this. Because when I heard the news about Kirill Kaprizov getting injured, I went, well, they're screwed. They are screwed. I think they were. Where were they in the Central? They were either second or third. They weren't first in that division. And I figured, well, with the Avs being, well, the Avs. I mean, come on. We're the best team in the Western Conference. With the Avs being the Avs, and Dallas kind of kicking ass in their own right, I thought with Kirill Kaprizov out, they're screwed. I didn't think Winnipeg would pass them, but they might have a shot. They're 7-2-3 since Kaprizov got injured. This loss was an overtime loss. Actually, it was a shootout loss. Um, uh, Minnesota had the win-in scenario, but unfortunately for them, Vegas tied it, went to overtime, needed a shootout, and it was a 3-2 shootout win for Vegas. So they needed Dallas' help and got it. So Minnesota is in. It's the 10th time in 11 years. Isn't that something? This is not a. They've never been a powerhouse, but they keep making the playoffs. And here's the thing: the spot comes right on time because Kaprizov could be coming back. Now I don't know if it's going to be right before the playoffs or it might be for the playoffs. They might just kind of say, we'll rest, we'll keep them rested and get them back for game one, wherever that is. I have to say wherever because again, Central Division log jam right now. It's Dallas at 98, Minnesota at 98, and we have 96. Dallas has the tiebreaker now, so Dallas is in first place because I think they have more regulation wins than Minnesota, which means we win, we can pass Minnesota, but not Dallas because they have that hold over us again. Thanks, Nashville. Ugh. But yeah, so Minnesota is in, Dallas is in, and now we have spots in every division. Of course, the top three in both the Central and Pacific, that's still up for grabs because those positions are because it's too close for comfort. Um, so that's 11 teams in. That's 11 teams in with 5 spots left. I had two heads up, but it's 5 spots left. Um, and good news, tomorrow we can get in tomorrow. Now that's the good half of Dallas beating Nashville. Uh, Dallas beating Nashville meant that the Avs moved down to third place at the moment. However, because Nashville lost in regulation, the Avs can clinch this playoff spot tomorrow. And I plan to be back here tomorrow to congratulate the reigning, defending, undisputed Stanley Cup heavyweight champions. But yeah, right now it's congratulations to Minnesota's current team and Minnesota's former team. I had to say that because, news to be the North Stars. But anyway, Dallas Stars and Minnesota Wild are both in, and it's going to be a hell of a log jam in the Central. It might need the last day to settle, but it's going to be very interesting. So anyway, like I said, 5 spots left, and we can get one of them tomorrow. So I'll be back tomorrow as happy as a clam. I should be because we're in San Jose, and we should make fish food out of him. Um, but once again, congrats to Dallas and to Minnesota, and I hopefully will be back tomorrow with the good news. If you like this video, click the like button, click subscribe if you want more of my stories about Dallas and Minnesota will be in the description below. Check them out when you can, and I plan to be back tomorrow with that good news about the defending champs being back in. So stay tuned.